Complete TV Plus.
Are we good to go? Yeah, good morning, viewers. It's another edition of Vice Standards of News Tent on Free TV, your number one online newspaper review program. We are here again to review what we have on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. We really apologize that we're not available yesterday. This was due to the special assignments I attended to yesterday. We apologize for that. All right, the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Let's see what's there. The Vanguard newspaper. Pressure on petrol, diesel prices as crude oil hits $97.17. Storm Lagos, Osun Delta as protests enter day 2. Curfew in Kano as tribunal sacks Governor Kabir Yusuf. Curfew in Kano as tribunal sacks Governor Kabir Yusuf. Oshodi Apapa Expressway gridlock. Oshodi Apapa Expressway gridlock. Commuters groan as Sanwo-Olu, but please look on. All right, quickly to the Punch newspaper. The Punch with different stories. Tinubu's academic record. APC tackles Atiku as U.S. court grants ex-vice president's request. Tinubu's academic record. APC tackles Atiku as U.S. court grants ex-vice president's request. PDP, Atiku's aide commend U.S. courts, say Tinubu's academic record will be unveiled soon. No cause for alarm. Atiku's case, an exercise in futility. President has nothing to hide, says APC. Yeah, we have a misconduct. Ondo Assembly begins process to impeach Deputy Governor. Please declare 24-hour curfew as tribunal sacks Kano Governor. Shops shut, NNPP supporters protests. Governor heads for appeal. Let's quickly look at the picture on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Lagos road collapse after downpour. Residents groan. You can see the picture on the front page of the paper. Mohbad's wife seeks Falana's intervention. Ekiti Assembly demands justice. On strike. NLC ultimatum ends today. Federal government unleashes fears. On to the next one. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What was the Nigerian Tribune saying at the newsstand? Very crucial one here. The major headline it reads: curfew in Kano as tribunal sacks governor. Curfew in Kano as tribunal sacks governor. All right, down the paper we have Ondo lawmakers begin impeachment process against deputy governor of the state. Quickly to the last paper, which is Daily Trust. Daily Trust with a beautiful headline here, but not beautiful to the supporters of NNPP. Kano tribunal sacks Governor Yusuf, declares Gawuna winner. That's the APC governorship candidates in the 2023 governorship election. Kano tribunal sacks Governor Yusuf, declares Gawuna winner. Government imposes 24-hour curfew. Business owners close shops. NNPP to appeal. APC applauds verdict. All right, quickly to our reviewers for more reviews on the stories we have on these papers. Matthew is here. Matthew, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Michael Atiku.
You're welcome once again. Good to see you.
It's my pleasure being here.
All right. We understand the fact that the tribunal has given its own verdict on the governorship election in Kano State. The election was said to be marked with certain irregularities, which the tribunal has now declared the winner of the All Progressives Congress as the winner of the March 18 governorship election in that state. Can you quickly talk more on the issue there? Government has imposed 24-hour curfew. Business owners close shops due to the fact that Gawuna was declared the winner. What do you think is happening?
Once again, thank you for having me. I will tell you that I received that news with a rude shock because it's quite surprising. I never expected such judgment because we are all witnesses to the general election in different places in Nigeria. Even before the election, one could extrapolate and tell you what is likely going to happen in an area. Just like I always told Lucky Adonabi Lagos, who came from Edo State, who was supporting at the time. I was telling him that in Edo, where you come from, P2B will win. That is based on what we saw on ground. So nobody was in doubt who should win the election in Kano State before the election and even during the election. Because the popularity of Kwankwansia movement, who is the national leader of NNPP, and who hails from Kano State, is not in doubt. It beats every imagination to begin to see how you can phantom how the tribunal was able to know the polling units, the wards, where irregularity took place, to the point that they deducted about 165,000 and some number of votes from the NNPP candidates before declaring the APC candidates winner. But I have a worry. I hope judiciary will not want to crash this democracy the way they are going. I align with what Bode just said the other day, that we should get a point where the court should not be the one telling us who wins an election. Because I hope we are not going to see how something that happened with Bukachiwa is not happening behind the scene. We also, during the night validation session, how Senator Bukachiwa was narrating how he put some put influence on the wife in the case involving senators, and how the wife always allow him to invade her privacy and break protocol in terms of trying to assist his colleagues. I hope something like that is not playing out here, because I'm surprised. I'm not an MPP member, I'm not a PDP member, I'm not a Labour Party member, though I have sympathy for Labour Party and its candidates because of the way and manner I see their candidates. What I'm trying to say is, I'm somebody that believes that if Party A is popular here, they should win. If you need to win an election, look for a popular candidate. That's the way to go. For me, even the last election, the last term of the former governor, the current national chairman of APC, Ganduje himself, he won under controversial circumstances. So for me, it's a good thing the NPP have indicated their readiness to appeal that judgment, because what we are seeing have a way of demoralizing electorates, setting stage for voter apathy in subsequent election. I must tell you the truth. It's not about whether I'm in Kano, whether I'm an AMPP member or not. Where somebody is popular, allow that person to win. It's like when they gave the victory of Leon from Bayelsa State to Diri. I was not happy about it. Because it's something that somebody labored for. You understand? It's like the travel, what is it called? Adeleke went through before he finally won. Even the last term of Aboyega, the one Aboyega won, he won under controversial circumstance against Adeleke. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, we are seeing Ogun State. We all know the popularity of the various candidates before the election, and we are following the trend. Like Enugu State too, we saw what happened. I think it's only in Abia State that they could not do more damage. Even in Rivers State, we also what happened. Going by revelation of Premium Time newspaper, and even I think the British, either British media house or so. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, I think our politicians should begin to shop for popular candidates if you want to win an election.
No, not you. Let me just pause you a bit. There are fears that under Tinubu's leadership, that we might end up operating on one-party system in the country. Are we heading towards that?
If you operate on one-party system on the basis of adhering to rule of law and tenets of democracy, there's nothing wrong about it. But if you use other means, influence, to coerce people through backdoor to collect election won by other people, is condemnable and it should be discouraged. Because, like I just said, one, what has happened will set stage for voter apathy in subsequent election. It is set to demoralize Nigerians. It will make Nigerians lose interest in the electoral process. That's the truth.
Now, quickly to our viewers before I continue with Matthew Oloku, Precious Ikedi, saying good morning, Michael, and all the reviewers. Saying good morning to you. I'm sure Matthew is also saying good morning to Precious over there. Of course, we don't know where Precious is watching us from.
But good morning to him as well.
And we don't even know if Precious is a female or male.
But
good morning to female and male Precious.
I think that name
Precious
is mostly men that bear that name.
Are you sure?
I
have someone that bears
in your village.
Andrew Gujimi, good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle and everyone. Last, every lovers of Flip TV bystanders, reviewers. I will say good morning to you, Andrew Ogunjimi. Dortmund Pounds, another beautiful day. Good morning to everyone. That's the slogan of Dortmund Pounds, another beautiful day. You're saying it's another beautiful day to you as well, Dortmund Pounds. Benga TV, good morning. Mr. Michael, so good morning to you. Gladys Oyabo, good morning to everyone watching us. And she's saying she's watching from Atlanta, USA. Gladys Oyabo, that's esteemed viewer. I'm saying good morning to you as well. Good morning, Mr. Michael from Denmark. That's King Cross. I think you might also saying good morning to King Cross, right? All right. Urobo Boy, saying good morning to you. Samson Moses, Taiwo, or Dunlade, saying good morning to you.
Okay, our Taiwo. Mr. Taiwo, good morning to you. How is London this morning? What hour of the day are you now?
It should be close to our own time as well. Maybe 1 hour or 2 hours.
Well, good day.
Good day. Okay, good day to you, Mr. Taiwo. All right, Frank Ibe, saying good morning to you. Okay, great. Great morning to you, okay, great. Nelly Onowa, good morning to you. Now, back to the impeachment saga in Ondo State. The deputy governor and the incumbent governor of the state, Rotimi Akeredolu. Of course, I think this started when Akeredolu went on medical leave in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. And when he came back, Baba started his own as well, just like Edo State governor did to Shuaibu, who happens to be his deputy governor. Impeachments, he moved to impeach the governor, and I wanted to say something concerning what is happening in Ondo State.
I think they just trying to start the process. It's a whole lot of process that has to do with raising allegation and the clerk of the house making the allegation known to the person being accused. A panel of judges being raised to investigate, and the man being given the privilege and opportunity to defend himself. So we understand that the man has to, as in acting capacity, as the acting governor, when his principal was away in January, attending to his health. But until at a time when they would have made the allegation known to him, and he will be required to defend it, I think there is little we can say about it. You can understand that the position he held while the principal was away is a position of trust, and we are hearing that there are allegations of breach of trust, misappropriation, and impeachable offense. So I think if you are given a position of responsibility of that nature and the allegation of mismanagement, the person should be honorable enough to address it. So let us wait for him and see the allegation and see whether the man will accept that those allegations are right or is political. But I think Akeredolu is somebody I like so much.
Reason?
Because he's somebody that speaks truth to power, irrespective of political affiliation. I saw him do that in the time of Buhari as a president, when no governor was able to speak up against Fulani herdsmen. So he was always telling the world, this is the position, this is my thoughts, irrespective of the fact that they are from the same political party and that he's a governor under the platform of APC. But that notwithstanding, this is a different issue. I want to believe that what we are seeing is not a political witch hunt. But let us allow the allegation to crop up first.
Now, for those watching us that don't really know that the governor of Kano State has been sacked, and Gawuna, now declared as the winner of the March 18 election. Let me quickly read this to you for you to really understand what is going on in Kano State. Presently, curfew has been declared by the government of Kano State based on the fact that people are afraid of hoodlum attacks and all of that. Now, let me read it to you viewers. Kano State Governorship Election Tribunal has sacked Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf and declared the All Progressives Congress APC candidate as the winner of the March 18 election. On Wednesday, the three-man panel ordered the withdrawal of the certificate of return issued to Governor Yusuf by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The certificate will now be issued to Yusuf Gawuna of the APC, that's the All Progressives Congress, according to the judgment transmitted virtually via Zoom. The APC had challenged the election of 60-year-old Kabir Yusuf Gawuna. The APC candidate in the election was anointed candidate of the immediate former governor, Abdullahi Ganduje, and current APC national chairman. Kabir Yusuf, on the other hand, was the anointed candidate of Ganduje's political rival, that's Rabiu Kwakwanso, who is also a former governor of the state. In the petition, the APC asks the tribunal to nullify the victory of Kabiru Yusuf on the grounds that the election was conducted in violation of the Electoral Act 2022, among others. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the NNPP, and Governor Kabiru Yusuf as the respondents were listed as the respondents in the petition. On Wednesday, the tribunal agreed with arguments presented by the APC that there were irregularities and substantial non-compliance with electoral laws during the election. I think we just analyzed this, and for those who don't really know what is going on in Kano State now, tribunal has given verdict, and the winner of the All Progressives Congress is now the winner of the March 18 election. Now on to the next one. Matthew, let's move to Chicago State University. The U.S. court has ordered Chicago State University to release the academic record of Bola Ahmed Tinubu within 2 days. I think Atiku is not giving up on this issue, despite the fact that this week or this week, there was no response to that from the Chicago State University. What we had, what we learned, was that Tinubu attended the school and graduated in 1979. What is really happening now is that the U.S. court has ordered the Chicago State University to release the academic records of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I think America is a country where rule of law prevails, and to the extent of that court order, I don't think the state university will flout it. So it means in the shortest possible time, Atiku still be availed of the relevant documents have been ordered by the courts. I think that will lead to rest all the controversy surrounding whether he attended Chicago State University or any issue that have to do with the certificate. But I think it's good for democracy, it's good for Nigeria, it's good for the world, because I think if you seek to lead, to govern in that capacity, your record should be a public, the public should be able to access your record to know who you are. So I don't see anything extraordinary, except otherwise. Before now, there is something the president and his handlers were hiding from the public. If the same document is submitted to INEC for the purpose of the election is what is contained in the archive of the institute. So I don't think they have anything to worry about. But until the school avails Atiku a certificate copy of the certificate as ordered by the court, I think we should wait and wait until Atiku's team to make it public.
Now, away from that, on to the next one, Ogun State. Governor Dapo Abiodun has said that he will leave no stone unturned on the killings of the citizens in Shagamu. Of course, you heard that news.
The court clash.
Yeah. I think that's a good development, from the governor of Ogun State.
Well, it's quite worrisome that you have security agencies, particularly the police and DSS, with all the salary they collect from taxpayers' money, they don't do their work. Ordinarily, what you call courtism was limited to the tertiary institutions before now. What you call courtists, they live in a larger society, the society know them, the people know them. What stop DSF from gathering the relevant actionable information that will lead to apprehending these culprits even before they unleash mayhem? Whether I call it within among themselves, whether to the ordinary members of the society, is condemnable. This is not the kind of thing we should encourage in Nigerian society. So what I'm saying is, beyond getting to the root and getting justice for people who have been killed, there is need to eradicate this menace out of our society. Honestly speaking, the police and DSS need to synergize. Get these people, once you have credible information, arrest with evidence, tell them to collect make pronouncement. Because if you find someone who is not qualified to bear firearm, because most of these courts bear firearm. You take the person to the court. If the court say pronounce 5-year jail term, 10 years, as the case may be, depending on the constitutional provision in that state regarding that offence, then once that person go and serve that jail term, it will act as deterrent to others. So if we are not seeing prosecution in that regard, the people will continue to join in such court. Even what we are hearing, that is young musician that was that died under controversial circumstance, that it has to do with intimidation from maybe music arena that has to do with cultism and all that. I think Nigerian security agencies should do more. They should be up and doing in their responsibility.
All right, before I let you go, let's quickly talk about Mohbad's death. We realize that, and we know that Nigerians are still grieving right now. And celebrities are every day coming out to speak out. More Nigerians are coming out to speak on the issue. Presently, the wife of the deceased, I'm talking about Mohbad, has called on Femi Falana to intervene in the case. I think justice needs to take its course, Matthew, if I'm not mistaken.
No, justice needs to take its course, because if you don't do that, it will not deter other people who have intention of doing similar things. Because particularly as we are hearing allegations, seeing videos online, how the boy was hounded, how the boy was intimidated, how the boy was beaten, even how they would trace the boy to a studio where he's recording maybe song, get him intimidated, hounded, beaten. I think all these things are already evidence that will lead in the process of investigation.
Now, let me read it to the viewers. Human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, said on Wednesday that Omowumi, wife of deceased musician Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, visited him to demand justice for her late husband. I think a respected lawyer.
No, Falana is somebody I respect so
well. Needs to wait,
because on so many occasions he has risen to defend the people. Even before we saw the NSA report of Lagos State that say about 100, leak report anyway, that say about 90-something persons were killed. I think I read in the newspaper how Falana took up an issue where they were speculating that about 90 persons were killed across Lagos State during the NSA. So Falana has always been there for the masses, for the downtrodden, for when it comes to fighting for people who are not privileged to fight. So I think his the one going to him is a right step in the right direction.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate you for coming on board. Let me tell you that you can join us on Flip TV Plus as a sister channel. You can subscribe on that channel for good quality content, good programs, latest information. Please do subscribe on